tell us about Gary.
The Apple sticker on the back.
Gary, oh God, Gary. Poor man, poor man.
But you went down there, you went down the court, didn't you?
Yes, went down to court, went down to the Lords. He's poor man. He spent probably about a year hacking into computers, American government computers, trying to find evidence of UFOs, and he basically sat there in his underpants on his girlfriend's computer. Some like.
So, did he work for us?
Sounds like a staffer to me.
So, like, out of work computer
I reckon he could find a job though inside if he's got an internet connection. I mean, we all sit at home like, you know, in our underpants. We could probably give him a job, couldn't we?
He's got all the credentials.
So did you know looking for UFOs? Was that? Do you reckon that was kosher or was that?
It was pretty kosher. His stepdad was part of a UFO society in some town in England where there's lots of UFOs. Can't remember where it is, but sort of he went into UFOs. He brought up with an interest in UFOs, and he said he was quoted in the Guardian actually saying, "I'm interested in finding out what there is actually for real that's out there." The unfortunate thing is, as he said, I think, was he was smoking too much weed while he was looking for it. So he can't quite interpret what he discovered when he was there. So he found some details. Apparently, there was a list. There was a list of US military officers whose description was extraterrestrial officer. And he's speculating that this list that he's seen, a copy of which he doesn't have, he apparently at least downloaded it to see it, but he doesn't have a copy of it. He says, well, these are extraterrestrial officers because they're American officers who exist in space. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, you know, and you have to wonder. He went through something like 97 military and NASA computers. I mean, they're going to be like, you know, computer systems that are like, you know, like PCs that you got access to.
Yeah.
97 computers over the course of what, a year, and like there was something like about 8 agencies that were keeping track of it, and one of them was oh God, I can't remember their names, but they're like, you know, US Navy Intelligence Defence Computer Research Criminal Investigations Organisation. About 8 of them. Including UK's then.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? I mean, they want to bang him up for life because they made him look stupid. Because he made them look stupid, didn't he?
He made them look stupid.
So they ain't done anything.
They're these gaping holes in their security. Gaping holes. You could like basically gain access to their computers, usually remotely anywhere. You know, like a piddly fucking. If you just pardon my French. Piddly PC tool. And he was doing this. He was doing this over the course of a year. So you have to wonder: did they let him do it? Did they let him get away with it? I mean, how on earth could he? How on earth could he like spend all his time going around accessing 97 inch computers? He had the misfortune of posting messages on people's computers, saying that he disagreed with their military strategy in Iraq, which was kind of like fair enough.
I've got to be the paranoid.
Because like there was like, you know, what was it? You know, supposedly whether it's 500,000 or a million people, or however many it was, in London, demonstrating before the invasion of Iraq.
Have you ever seen such cruelty?
All those people demonstrating, and what did they achieve? Absolutely fuck all. This chap logged into their computers and stuck two things up. Yeah, blew raspberries at them in their own computer systems. While everyone else was like protesting, they were like something like it's a vague recollection. It's something like, was it like 40 million people around the world protesting against the Iraq invasion? Yeah. 40 million people around the world. Yeah. It made not one jot of difference. And there's one guy who, while he was hacking their computer systems, stuck two fingers up and said, you know, his exact words, but it was like, you know, your foreign policy sucks. And now he's facing like on 7 counts, up to 10 years in jail on each count. And the 7 counts are the 7 US military and NASA organisations that he accessed.
Oh, right.
The computers that he accessed. Plus $1.75 million fine.
So what's
So you
£7?
have to
Well, that's
feel
about £2 though, isn't it?
It is about £2.